stupid for this. Should be working. Yeah, I have no idea if anyone is hearing me or seeing me. I don't think it's working though. Don't mind me. I'm just sick at how do I get an image? What am I doing wrong? Tell me, please. Tell me. Tell me. Image. What am I doing wrong? Tell me, please. Nothing is working. God. Image. What am I doing wrong? Tell me, please. Nothing is working. God, this is like God. Image. What am I doing wrong? Tell me, please. Nothing is working. God, this is God. What am I doing wrong? Tell me, please. Nothing is working. getting somewhere here? Probably not though. But hey, I got the weird sound to disappear, I think. Okay, now can I figure out images as well? As we can see, we see nothing. Okay. What am I doing wrong though? I thought it was connected. Okay. Did this change something? No, it did not. It was worth a try. Oh. Hold on, I think we have an image. Ooh, alright, we're getting somewhere, we're getting somewhere. Oh god. We are maybe making progress. Okay. The Probopass was a joke with people, and then it ended up actually becoming a thing. I don't know. Is the audio picking up now? I haven't quite figured that out yet. Am I gonna break it to finally have it figured out? Okay, let's see. Let's see. I have the right microphone in here. Who are you? What are you? I think so. Oh my god. Alright. I guess we'll see if this works. God, I look like an orange. Help. Let me fix that light here. Oh god, there's like an awful lot of delay, I think, but maybe we can work with it. Hello. This is what happens when I can't sleep at night. I get stupid ideas and try to make stuff work with zero plan and zero necessary knowledge and skills. Me being awake at night is never a good sign, because that means I'm gonna do stuff that I'm probably not qualified for. Alright. If I look a lot over there, that's because I have my laptop set up there and that's where I see messages. So I'm trying to kind of, you probably can see this is all not very well planned out. This is all very spur of the moment. Actually, let me try something. I'll be right back. The true professional that I am, I'm going to put my laptop on a table that is actually a chair. Okay, so now I'm still looking down to read stuff, but at least I can see it now. I can see it. I can see you guys, or your messages, I guess. Hello, Pierce. Thank you so much for being here. I finally decided that I want to put that monthly streaming stuff into motion after I was very intimidated and scared to get to that. So here we are. We'll see how things go and if I can get this to work more frequently now. Didn't really come into this with any plan though, so I guess we're kind of improvising today. This is bothering me. Can I change that somehow? yeah, the true professional, that is me, is using their phone as a camera, because I probably would not be able to handle working with a real camera. So, but that also means everything is a lot all over the place. And actually, let me just, help, I'm too close. Sorry. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, this is probably better. Alright. Since we're here, let me show you something. This is something I made for a future video. It's no big deal, really. This used to be just an ordinary sheet of paper. I soaked it in black tea overnight, and now it does look a little older. So yeah, that's what I did yesterday when I couldn't fall asleep. My work schedule is a bit all over the place this week, so my sleep rhythm is not existent. But yeah, I try to kind of get like a old-fashioned ancient paper kind of look with this. It kind of worked, I think. This here was my first try compared to the second. Here I also experimented a little bit with like burning the edges, but I didn't really get it the way I wanted it to. So I kind of abandoned that in the process. But yeah, these are the two papers that I made. You can definitely see a difference between the first and my second. Or maybe you can't on the camera. I don't know how well it picks up right now. But yeah. Something you might be able to look forward to. Oh, thank you. I try. One of my greatest inspiration for ASMR is Atmosphere. She's the queen of amazing props and backdrops, and everything she does is amazing. I will probably never reach that level of skill, but I want to at least do the best that I can with what I am able to achieve. So this is one of the things I try to make things look nice and good, and hopefully make it enjoyable for you guys. I really appreciate that you guys appreciate the effort. It means a lot to me. Also, since the guys that are here right now, especially you peers, I really appreciate you. You're sweetie. Let me give you a little bit of background information that I don't think I've mentioned anywhere else so far. When I was, I believe, 14 to 15, I started trying to write a fantasy book. I never quite finished it, but I had like singular fleshed out chapters and characters, and I was all over the place because I never really knew where to take it. But that is actually what the storyline of the Elven Adventure videos is based on. So it's a revisitation of the story that 15-year-old me wrote. So it's kind of matured a little bit, and maybe at some point I'll manage to find what I wrote back then and can share it with you guys if you want to get a little laugh out of cringy 15-year-old me. But yeah, that's a little secret behind those videos. They were kind of in the making for, goodness, I'm 23 now. I was 15, so it's like 7, 8 years. I'm so sorry, I suck at math. I believe 8 years in the making. So yes, I love fantasy too. I'm such a sucker for it. Back in school, I always was buried in books. I was obsessed with it. I lived for my books. I was the weird kid. I was always reading. I was reading when I was walking. I was reading when I was on a train. I was reading between classes. And to be honest, I also sometimes read during class when I was bored with certain subjects. I was a little bookworm. So, yeah, those videos do mean especially much to me, so that's why I'm also really happy to put a lot of effort into them, because it's also kind of doing my inner child a favor. It's always a funny thing to say, but I think it's kind of accurate. Let's see. I can show you this. Something I found that I actually love. Oh, I loved audiobooks. Unfortunately, I work in customer service, so I cannot listen to music or audiobooks aside from the dreadful playlist that the lobby has. It's awful, and it loops like every 5 songs. I like my job, but that playlist, man, that playlist is awful. But yeah, back in Germany, when I was working jobs where I could do it, I always listened to audiobooks and podcasts. It's also what I love about yeah, it's cursed. But it's also what I love about ASMR artists and ASMR videos. When people, my favorite kind of ASMR is the one where people tell an actual story and have a continuous storyline. I just love focusing on the story. And then sometimes I don't really want to fall asleep because I want to get the story, so I'll just listen to it and force myself to stay awake. And then I'll listen to it a second time when I actually go to sleep. But yeah, this is a vintage perfume porcelain bottle. I found that at a little antique mall. I think it's very cute. And I love the sound of the lid. I don't know, it's very satisfying to me. But maybe I'm weird. But yeah, also something that might be interesting or exciting. I have commissioned an artist to make some badges and emotes for the memberships. So if everything goes right, those will become available in mid-May to end May, kind of depending on how the deadline with the artist works out and all of that. I don't want to rush artists when I work with them. I have a lot of friends who do commission work for traditional art and stuff like that, so I know how it can be, especially when it's just your side business. So I made sure to let them know that I'm very flexible with the time. We're in no hurry, it's alright. But I'm relatively positive that we can launch the memberships mid-next month. And I hope you guys will enjoy. If you decide to be a part of them, of course, no pressure at all. I think they're pretty adorable. I don't want to spoil the concepts, but at least the artists I talked to said they loved the idea, so let's just say we combine two things that I think I'm kind of known for on my channel. At least I believe so. Or at least it's two things that most people who watch my videos know, unless they're very new here, but yeah. I'm looking forward to hearing your opinions. But how late is it where you are right now, Piers? I always lose track of the fact that there's different time zones. I was somewhat paying attention to it when I was still in Europe. But ever since I came to the US, I kind of forgot all about the time zones again. I definitely have plans to be a little better prepared for the next time when I do a stream and have a bit of a smarter setup going on, where it's not just a very blank wall. So I'm trying to improve in that sense. But I won't have a professional setup or anything like that. But I'll do my best to improve. This little froggy guy. It was so random, but hello, Scaramouche. Nice to see you. My day has been alright. I worked a very early shift, so I had to get up at 6 a.m. Well, I had to get up at 5 because I started working at 6 a.m. So it was pretty dead after that because I'm not really, it doesn't really fit well with my sleeping schedule. So I was very tired when I came home in the afternoon and went for a nap, and I think that's why I'm pretty awake still right now. But other than that, day's been pretty good. I came home, I finished a custom video someone asked for, and then I cooked some mac and cheese for the first time. I won't say it turned out amazing, but it was edible. It didn't taste awful. I think I just didn't get it as good as, you know, mac and cheese can be. As far as Easter goes, honestly, I'll probably just be at work. I might make a little Easter related video though, to kind of celebrate, but I'm not 100% sure yet. I'm kind of in the middle of 2 video projects, and I'm trying to decide which ones to go for first. But yeah, do you guys have any plans for Easter? Are you celebrating? Oh my god, 8 a.m. Time zones are trippy. I kind of forgot about time zones existing after I moved to the US, because most people I talk to were in the US, but now a ton of people I talk to are in Germany and the Netherlands, because that's my friends from Europe. And now I just kind of always just text whenever I see them text, but never really think about what time it is for them. So, you know. God, the cleanup was the worst. There was just cheese everywhere, and I do not like touching leftover food stuff, so I just put water and dish soap in it, let it sit for a while, and then scraped it out with like a silicone spatula and threw it away before I clean it. But yeah, always a struggle. Well, that's nice. Being off work is always nice. Good to know that you can sleep in and do something fun. Just 40 random people at someone's house. Well, it can be a vibe. I'm assuming there's going to be good food, right? So that sounds like it's going to be worth it. I used to go to church for Easter back in Germany. We would have this thing where it was like a fire in the morning, and you go to church, and then you have the big fire, and then you all have breakfast together. It was fun, but I was pretty active in church, but more so because I just like the sense of community there. I really don't think I am a set believer for any religion. I'm more in a boat where I don't doubt that there might be a God, but I also won't claim that there is a God, if that makes any sense. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if there is one, but I also won't, be like, no, there's definitely a God, and everyone who doesn't say so is wrong. I think I try to be a good person, and if God is real and I get rewarded when I die, I'll be very happy about that. If he happens not to be real and I die, I'll get to die knowing I did my best to be a good person, so it's a win-win to me, if that makes any sense. Oh yeah, nice. Lots of food sounds good. Especially for someone like me who's a bit of a nightmare in the kitchen. Well, maybe not a nightmare, but pretty chaotic. Yeah, with the right people, church can be very helpful when it comes to socializing and stuff. The community I used to be a part of, we're Protestant, so it's not Catholic, but it's still Christian, but like very chill Christians, I guess. I think it was the first religion to do gay weddings and have our priests are allowed to have children and families. I used to babysit actually for my church's priest, and his wife was also a priest, so that was very sweet. Yeah, exactly, right? In the end, no matter what kind of God you pray to, they all have like the same baseline of be a good person. And I think as long as we all stick to that, which we should either way, we should all be good in the eyes of whichever God it may be that's real in the end or not. Just be kind to each other. But unfortunately, a few years before I left Germany, the priest that led our community had to leave, and they moved somewhere else to a different church. And after that, it kind of wasn't the same anymore. It was a really young priest, so he was very modern, and the way he explained things was just it caught on with younger people, so church didn't feel like such a drag. But the new priest that came after was just kind of not really doing that. They were still like modern in the sense of accepting everyone and accepting other beliefs and stuff like that. But the way they held church was just much more directed towards older folks again. So I personally just kind of lost interest. Plus, I believe that you don't need to go to church to believe anyways. You can pray from anywhere, so I just kind of stopped going. Unless for Christmas and Easter. But I still remember my time very fondly. It was very fun. My church did a lot of activities. We were like a camp and stuff like that. Oh yeah, that's Rosa. Hold on. I do have this figurine of Rosa. She's my favorite Pokemon protagonist from her design and from her part in the manga too. She has a little Snivy. But I will say, I don't think this is the original one because I got it for my birthday from a friend and they just ordered it online. They don't really know anything about anime and figurines and stuff, so I'm pretty sure it's just a knockoff because it's also not the best quality. But I still treasure it. It's still nice. And I appreciate my friend thinking of me when they saw it. Exactly. God doesn't discriminate. Yeah, I actually cosplayed her too. But I ended up selling the cosplay because I outgrew it. I cosplayed her when I was 16 or 17, I think. So it ended up being a bit small on me. Especially the pants got shorter on me. And it was like, I probably don't really fit in this anymore. So I sold it some years ago. But I still like her a lot. Dawn is cute too. Dawn is cute too. She deserves love. I don't know, have you guys read the Pokemon Adventure manga? That's what really made me love some of the Pokemon characters because they had so much like more personality to them and their stories. To be honest, the Pokemon manga is kind of wild. Like, it's very violent sometimes, but it's kind of funny for an adult reading it because they'll like cut Pokemon in half or like threaten to kill some kid. It's like, I'm reading a Pokemon manga. What is going on? But it's fun. Some of my friends are crazy. I got another figurine. That one was also an original from a friend. Also of a character I cosplayed. I'm trying to think, because I don't have it on display anywhere, because it's bigger than what I could put in this shelf. But I guess maybe I could bring it out. Let me check for a moment. It's true though. It's true that the anime is like, we're all friends, we help each other, all wholesome. And then the manga is like, oh, by the way, your dad died. He's dead, he's also dead. And let's just cut that Pokemon in half. It's kind of crazy. But yeah, I found it. I guess we can do a little unboxing because I have not unwrapped it since my move. So I guess we can do it together. I'll try to do it as quietly as possible so it's at least a little bit ASMR still. I do think I need some scissors, maybe. Or maybe this will do. Let me try. I'm trying to be very careful. Yeah, like I said, this is very random. It was a very spur of the moment thing. So everything here is very random exclusive content for the real ones that are here. But yeah, like I didn't make an announcement or anything before starting the stream because I was like, I don't know how long it's gonna take me to even make the stream work, and I don't want to awaken any expectations that I might not be able to fulfill. So that's where we're at for now. I was also very confused because everyone I see live streaming always has it like vertically, but I couldn't figure out how to do it vertically, so we're doing it horizontally. But yeah, maybe I'll try to figure out how to do it. Oh, sorry, that was loud. How to do it vertically, because that seems to be how everyone else streams. So I'll see what I can do. Yeah, I was very generous with the packaging here because I didn't want anything to break. But hey, who doesn't like some good bubble wrap? Oh, how I decided to make this channel. Okay. Good question, actually. So, I have had very bad sleeping issues since high school, and nothing ever worked. And then one day I discovered ASMR, and I thought, oh my god, this stuff is so weird, probably like inappropriate stuff, because why are people whispering, and this is so weird, I shouldn't look into this. But then I think it was a video from GB that was of her in cosplay doing an ASMR roleplay, and it intrigued me, so I watched it till the end, and I got sleepy. And I was like, whoa, I think that actually works. And I found some other ASMR artists. Honestly, for the first while, I mostly listened to ASMR Darling and to GB. But then I kind of branched out a lot more over the time that I got more and more into it. But I didn't dare to tell anyone because I was still worried that people think it's weird, because I thought it was weird at first, and I was worried about having to explain to people what I'm listening to. But my sleeping issues haven't completely disappeared, but it has gotten significantly better for ASMR. So I've been listening to ASMR videos for several years, like I think 5 or 6. Oh god, I love GB Stacey videos. They were always so funny. I love watching them. I totally agree. But yeah, I watched it a long time, and I used to be a theater kid in school. obviously also a cosplayer, and I was like, I kind of want to do this myself. Like, it's so fun to watch these videos, and sorry, and I have cosplays too. I could do this too. I like acting too. I could do this. But then I was also embarrassed and worried about what people might think. So it was a thought for at least 2 years that I would have liked to do ASMR, but was too scared to actually do it. But at some point it was just kind of like, hey, I think it's not that big of a deal anymore to like ASMR. People have gotten less weird about it. Also, this is the figurine my friend got me. It's a Hatsune Miku one in a white bunny outfit that I also cosplayed. But that cosplay I bought, I didn't make it myself. But oh my god, yeah. My mom walked into me listening to ASMR several times, and she thought it was super weird and just gave me weird looks and was like, what the heck are you doing? Stop listening to people whisper, that's weird. But I just said, no, it's to relax and it's helping me, so I continued to listen to ASMR, and then eventually was like, you know what, I want to try this. And I tried making some really random videos. It's the first videos on this channel where my end goal was always to do role plays and cosplay role plays, but I was still a bit scared to show my face, so my first few videos are faceless. My very first few videos are also without audio. Oh, they have audio, but not my voice, because I was too embarrassed and too ashamed to listen to my own voice and talk to the camera. I was just very awkward about it. So that's how that happened, and I did those few videos. There was like no regularity in it or anything. And then real life happened, and a bunch of stuff happened that hit me relatively hard and took up time and all of that stuff. So I kind of didn't do anything in that time because I just had other things on my mind. But after that was a point where I was like, all this bad stuff has happened. I need something to keep me positive. I need something that gives me satisfaction. I need something that keeps me busy and keeps my thoughts from going back to all the bad stuff I'm dealing with and how nothing works in my life. So I went back to this channel, and pretty much since then I've been uploading one video every week. I actually just checked earlier today because I was thinking about it. I've been on a streak with one video a week for 8 months now. So yeah, in my private life stuff happened. Some people would say shit hit the fan. And I'm sorry, this is a bit loud. Right. Stuff happened. I wasn't like clinically or like diagnosed depressed, but I was feeling very sad, very down, very angry with myself, my life, my past self, just the universe, because things just didn't work out for me. I didn't seem to work out for me after I worked very hard to accomplish something. This is actually my first time taking her out of the box. Oh dang, she's real tight. But yeah, making videos has just kind of kept me sane. So I've just been keep going. And I don't really think I'm gonna stop anytime soon, because it just helps me to, I don't know, to relax myself, I think. And I just like being able to help others. Yeah, 8 months. I was surprised myself when I thought about it. I plan to be here for another 8. I'll do everything I can to do it. I promise. But yeah, in a way, having the channel and knowing that I have to post a video every week, and knowing that there's people wanting to see videos every week, and people that find my videos helpful in any capacity, even if it's for sleep or entertainment, it has kept me sane. In a way, it really just has kept me sane and helped me through one of the worst times in my life. And I'm still wrestling with a lot of the stuff that happened during that time, and it's still not entirely seen through. But keeping this YouTube channel alive and making videos for you guys and getting you guys feedback, it just keeps me going. It just keeps me motivated to do more and to express myself with my videos, with my projects. I mentioned earlier the video series about the Elven Adventure was, oh goodness, it was based on a fantasy story I wrote when I was like 15, and this story has been on my mind ever since. I constantly think about, oh, I should write again, I should write again. But now I can do something even more than that and use it to make videos and share it with you guys and help you relax. But yeah, that's how I started this channel and what I'm still here for. Oh, you both came here from the mommy video? Oh my god. I'm so happy to hear that. I definitely want to do more videos of mommy, but some of my cosplays are still in Germany, and mommy's one of them because of her huge wig. But next time I go there, I want to bring her back here with me so I can make more videos with her again. It's been kind of the reason I haven't done a lot of cosplay videos aside from OCs, because most of my cosplays just aren't here, and I hadn't really had the time to make many new cosplays. But yeah, here we have the original non-fake figurine one of my friends gifted me. Shout out to Arsinoe. I don't know if she's watching this channel or not, but she's a super amazing, sweet person and cosplayer, and she surprised me with this when I visited her. And I appreciate it a lot. I appreciate her a lot. She's such a sweetheart. I miss being able to hang out, but still. Let's see if we can put her somewhere here. Well, unfortunately, her ears are a bit too tall, but let's try something else. Okay, we can barely make her fit over there. So let me get out of the way. She's right there now, keeping us company. Yeah, I have so many cute friends. I love all of them. I do miss them, but I did need a break from Germany. I don't miss Germany itself that much. Oh, I have planned a tea party for mommy. That's one of the things I definitely want to do. But I want to do that one with her school uniform outfit. I have the fabrics for it. I have a sewing pattern for it. I just need to sit down and get it done and get the wig. But it's planned. I promise it's coming. I'm hoping to go back to Germany in August of this year. So I'm hoping to do another mommy video, probably even the tea party one. October-ish, November-ish. I don't want to make any false promises, but it's on my list. I have it written down. I have a big list with ASMR video ideas I want to do at some point, and wrote down like props and outfits and stuff I need for each of those ideas. And that mommy video is on there, and it's gonna happen eventually, I promise. But yeah, some other videos that I have planned for the moment. Let me think. So I have started another video for the Elven Adventure series, but it's featuring several characters at once, so it's a lot of editing and a lot of recording and outfit changes, makeup changes. So that's going to take me a little longer. I also have another Katie video planned with the whole storyline with the waitress and the theater play. And I'll say it, but I'm not quite sure when. I also have a Legend of Zelda roleplay planned, cosplay roleplay. And of course, I am also still working on the Epic the Musical roleplays. Hermes' outfit is so close to be done. I'm just really criticizing my own work a lot, especially when it comes to the Epic the Musical videos and stuff, because I want to show how much respect I have for the creators and artists who made Epic the Musical, and I want to make sure I do it justice. So I kind of threw parts of the video and parts of the costume out the window, and I'm reworking them. The outfit is 99% done. I just need to hem some edges, and then it's done. The props are done. I already have picked out some backgrounds and music and stuff, so all the organization for it is done, pretty much. And I'm hoping to start recording soon. But I can't give any dates, but soon. And it's not unlikely that I'll be able to do another Epic the Music video relatively short after, because I've been kind of working on that one parallel, because that one has a lot more visual stuff going on. I don't want to spoil it so much, but it involves some body painting, it involves some black light effects, so it doesn't require me to make a very big costume, so it shouldn't take me as long to make that video. It's also going to be more on the experimental side, but I don't want to spoil too much. I don't want to make any false promises, but it's on my list of stuff. Let's see, I don't want to forget anything. I talked about the Zelda video I'm planning. Oh yeah, for the Elven Adventures, there's gonna be another video about Princess Amity, where you, as the watcher, are the princess, and you'll get pampered by your handmaidens. That's a future video. But that's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna zip it here, because I don't want to tell you guys too much stuff and then end up disappointing you or something. But yeah, those are some of the stuff I have planned for the near future, some videos. I hope you guys enjoy. Let me check the time really quick, because I can't stream for too long. Ooh, 1 a.m. Okay, I can go a little bit longer. It's 1 a.m. for me in 3 minutes, but I can do a little bit longer. I don't work as early as I did today for tomorrow, so I'll be fine. Shh, Pierce, don't say that. If you don't give me too much safety, otherwise I might actually disappoint. I am a very self-critical person, I will admit that, but I'll always try my best. I have high expectations on myself, but I'm also realistic. I won't give you the next Titanic. I won't give you a cinematic masterpiece. I don't have the technology to create that. I don't have the know-how to use the technology I have to make that. I'm just doing my best with limited resources because I'm not swimming in money. In fact, OD broke one of my lights, so I'm down another light after my ring light already broke. And I really kind of need to replace that. So it's on my list of things to do. Oh, it's so sweet. I really appreciate you guys. You're the sweetest sweeties. I really appreciate it. You're way too nice to me. But I'm very happy to hear that you like the video so much. It makes me really happy. Makes me blush a little. Oh, thank you. You guys are the sweetest. You're so sweet. You're spoiling me so much with your compliments. But yeah, it's been fun to create. I really enjoy it. It's making me happy. It's making me calm. I have so many ideas. I wish I had the finances and time to do them all at once, but I don't, so I get to it one at a time when I get to it. But I'm doing my best to stick to my schedule and just pull through. I'm holding myself accountable for that. And so far it's worked for 8 months, so we'll keep going. Yeah, I know what you mean. It's nice to see that a video is still human. Or, well, that an artist is still human when they have some mistakes. I try to cut out, like, big mistakes because it would bother me, but every once in a while I'll say something wrong and not notice in the moment, and then while editing I'll be like, oh dang it, if I cut this out it won't make any sense anymore, so I just leave it, and it's like, okay. Most of the time I have some issues with either like the blue screen or the green screen, or that my backdrop isn't big enough to cover as much surface as I ideally would want it to cover. But I'm working with what I have, and I think I'll be able to improve as this little channel grows. I mean, we did get to 1,000 subscribers recently. It's still kind of crazy that it happened. I didn't really think, like, I thought it might happen eventually, but I didn't really think it would happen this soon. Like, I've only been making videos consistently for 8 months. I had the channel for longer, but before that I was like making 1 or 2 videos a month and then dropped dead for another month or 2. At some point I didn't do anything for like 3 or 4 months, so I only really count everything that happened the last 8 months when it comes to growth of the channel. But yeah, we reached 1,000 subscribers. I've reached 3,000 watch hours, which unlock the memberships, which I'm hopefully going to be able to launch next month when the artist I commissioned has finished the custom badges and emotes for it that I hope you like. I think they're going to be very cute. God, to try to become human. I never played that game, but I saw clips from it and it made me cry so much. I'm way too emotional over video game characters dying. Or animals. When animals die, I just can't. In a movie, they can kill 5 guys and I won't care, but if they kill one guy's dog, that's it. But yeah, memberships are coming soon. I need about 900 more watch hours until I get control over ads, so I can go and make sure you guys don't get any mid-video ads, and I guess I will also be able to get money for ads, which is nice, but I definitely don't want to have any mid-roll, I think they call it mid-roll ads, because I don't want to ruin the experience for you guys. Every once in a while I get a comment about people complaining about it, and it's like, I'm so sorry. I don't want to put ads there. It's not in my control. But once I will be able to control it, I'll get rid of them. I think you used to be able to get rid of post video ads, but you can't anymore, so unfortunately I probably won't be able to change that. But at least I can promise that once I can, I will disable all the mid-video ads, because I don't want to ruin it for you guys. I mean, you're always invited to watch my videos more, but you don't have to. You can watch others too. You can watch whatever you like, whatever you find most relaxing. You don't need to just watch me. I'm sure I'll get there eventually. Oh, you guys are so sweet. I really appreciate you. You're the sweetest, guys. But yeah, I'm trying to be as sustainable as I can with my videos. I don't like the type of ASMR videos where they just unbox a whole bunch of plastic items and Temu hauls and all of that stuff. No shame to those people. Everyone is free to do what they like, and I get why they're intriguing. I just don't want to spend the money on that kind of stuff, and I also don't really want to support consumerism like that. Oh my gosh. Aww, Scaramouche. You're so sweet. I feel very honored. But yeah, for the most part, I try to do ASMR with things that I either already own, or things that I have other uses for, or things that I can reuse a lot if I buy new things for it. So that's kind of the tactic I've been going with, to be kind to my wallet and be kind to the planet for as much as I can. I know I live in the US now, there's plastic everywhere, so it's hard to, but I try to not be overly wasteful when I can help it. Ooh, Genshin. I used to play Genshin when it first came out, but I think I reached, goodness, what's the place called? I think I reached Liyue. I think Liyue is what it's called. And then after that, my phone just couldn't handle the next update. It was too much. And I kind of stopped playing after that. I did cosplay from it though. I cosplayed Lisa and a maid version of Mona. I love those two. Those were my favorite characters when I played it. Both Mondstadt Girl, of course. I don't have either of the cosplays anymore. The Mona I did for a group photo shoot with other maids, and then I sold it. The Lisa one I also sold eventually, because after the the Genshin cosplay community was a bit odd after a while. There was just a lot of, at least in my environment, unhealthy competition, especially since most people bought the cosplay, so most of them look kind of similar. There was a lot of prejudice and people not liking when other people wore the same cosplay, but it was Genshin, so everyone wore the same cosplay. So I just kind of wanted to distance myself from that and ended up selling that cosplay. I did get a really good photo shoot of it first though. So if you want to see those pictures, they're on Instagram. You might have to scroll a little bit because it's been 2 years since those pictures were taken. But yeah, I enjoyed the cosplays, they were fun, but I was ready to move on from them and give them some new homes. Both of the cosplays I bought, but then made some improvements to them. Like I got nicer visions. For Lisa, I remade a lot of her details to make them more accurate and sturdy and less cheap looking, so I was really happy with it. Oh, I appreciate it. I've been considering it, but I also don't really have any devices that could handle it right now. My laptop I only really use to store my videos on and to record audio with, and right now I'm running OBS through it. It works for that, but unfortunately it wasn't able to handle Genshin. And I don't think my phone would handle Genshin that well either, especially since I need a lot of phone space to record my videos on it, so I wouldn't have that much gigabytes left for a game. So for now, I probably won't get back into Genshin, but if I at some point end up being able to upgrade my hardware, maybe I would go back into it. The game was fun, I just kind of wasn't able to afford keeping up with it because I didn't have a device that could run it smoothly. Oh yeah, I know they keep adding new stuff to it. I see people cosplay from it a lot still. And some of those characters look very cute, but I always remind myself, you don't have the money for a new console right now. Plus, the Switch 2 is gonna come out somewhat soon, and it's not gonna be cheap, so I kind of want to save up for that. Because I'm a Nintendo girly, what can I say? But talking about games, the game I've been playing recently is Xenoblade Chronicles X, is it called Definitive Edition? I think it's called Definitive Edition. But yeah, that's what I'm currently working on. I know Xenoblade is pretty niche, so I don't know if you guys know it, but I love Xenoblade. I have a big group of European friends I met just through Xenoblade. And yeah. I might make a Xenoblade cosplay roleplay at some point, but we'll see about that. But that's been the game I've been playing recently. Yes, Pierce. Oh my god. Xenoblade. I have cosplayed Senna from Xenoblade 3, Xenoblade Chronicles 3, and I cosplayed a version of Pyra from Xenoblade 2. I cosplayed the version from the family photo. You probably know what I mean. It was pretty spontaneous, but I teamed up with some other people that I didn't know before that, but it just happened, and then we came together and we recreated the cursed family picture in cosplay. And we posted it on Twitter, I believe, and it got very popular on the Xenoblade fans on Twitter, because everyone was like, no, why would you do that? This is so cursed. I can't look away. I hate it, but I love it. It was very fun. I love all the people who were in the picture with me. They're all very sweet, very awesome. And I actually am working on another Pyther outfit right now. I'm working on her bathing suit that she had from the, I think it was a DLC item for Xenoblade 2, the bathing suit outfit. But yeah, I'm working on that right now. On the side though, very slowly. Oh my god, yes, I have been waiting for that. I was like, oh, once they put Genshin on the Switch, I can play it again, but yeah, it's not gonna be on the Switch. Maybe it will be on the Switch too. That's what I'm kind of thinking might happen, so we'll see if it actually will. For now though, I'm just gonna not have any expectations, but I think it's more realistic for it to come out on the Switch too than it was for the normal Switch. But we'll see. We'll see how it ends. But yeah, I love Xenoblade. I love Fire Emblem, except I really don't like Fire Emblem Engage. It did not engage me at all, so I skipped that one. But, you know, yeah, like, if it runs Elden Ring, I would hope it can run Genshin. Now it's just a matter of them doing it. But I don't know a lot about hardware and stuff for consoles. But I feel like I remember people saying it was trickier to develop games for the Switch, and that it was now going to be easier to develop games for the Switch too. I could have misremembered or misheard that, but that's kind of what I've heard. So I guess maybe they will do it for the Switch too now. I think it would make sense. I think it would get them a lot of money. So we'll see. But yeah, I've done a lot of Fire Emblem cosplays. Once I have those here, I'll probably do some Fire Emblem role plays as well. Especially my girl Camilla. I have so many Camilla cosplays. I don't own all of them anymore. I sold her standard armor outfit to a friend. And the funny thing is that friend has lent this cosplay to so many people now that every once in a while I'll scroll for Instagram and be like, ooh, cool Camilla cosplay. Wait, that's my Camilla cosplay. So I know I have this joke with the like communism Bugs Bunny meme where it's like our Camilla cosplay because so many people have worn it before. I always love seeing people wear my cosplays that I sold. Just, you know, it warms my heart to see that people appreciate my work. Yes, Awakening is what got me into Fire Emblem. I played Awakening, then I played Fates. Fates, I like the... Oh no, sneeze. Texas allergies are getting to me, I swear. I've never really been allergic, but in Texas I am. Okay, I think I'm good. But yeah, I started with Awakening, then played Fates. I love Fire Emblem Echoes, Shadows of Valentia. Absolutely love it. Free Houses, I didn't love it, but I liked it. And Engage just... I started it. I lent it from a friend, started it, and I was like, I'm not gonna finish this. I played like the first 2 or 3 chapters, and then I was like, no, I'm sorry. I'm done. So I'm hoping they'll either remake one of the Japanese exclusive games next, or they bring us a new Fire Emblem game that's more like the old school ones. I have played, what was it called? Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon for the DS. Oh, I'm so sorry, that was loud. I have played the Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon for the DS. I had started to play, what was it? Mystery of the Emblem or something, I think. I started playing that on an emulator, but I never really finished it. And then I got a new computer and lost the emulator and stuff. And I watched Let's Plays for Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn. Yeah, I think that's it. I guess I also played Heroes for a bit, but I only played it for the story. That's weird, but I only played the story chapters because I really like Sharina and Alphonse. But I also stopped those because it just kind of got boring because they kept ignoring Sharina, and it made me kind of angry. So I'm not really playing Heroes anymore. But yeah, still have a special spot for Fire Emblem in my heart. Yeah, Fire Emblem, Xenoblade, that's the two biggest rabbit holes I'm in. Of course, I like me some good old Pokemon. Even though I do have my grievances with the games they put out lately. Like, Scarlet and Violet was atrocious in its own way. I love that Scarlet and Violet gave us this guy. This guy has my heart, and its evolution has my everything. But the world is just so lifeless and soulless. You can't enter more than like 5 buildings in that entire game. There's nothing going on. It's just empty, and all the bugs are absolutely awful. So I do have my beef with that game for sure. Sword and Shield I like better. I think it was a lot more charming. But yeah, it also had its flaws. I am looking forward to Legends Set A though, because Pokemon X was my first ever Pokemon game. And that's because I wasn't allowed to play Pokemon as a kid. So the first time I played Pokemon was when I was old enough to buy it with my own money. I was dog walking and doing English tutoring in high school for other students, and that's how I got my money to buy Pokemon X, my first Pokemon game. So I like going back to Kalos now. Alright, Blazing Blade was a thing, yeah. I think I started a Let's Play for that one but didn't quite finish it. But I know like the most of the characters and stuff. Oh God, I love Darkspawn. I am still waiting for them to bring out a Darkspawn plushie. They brought up a second Fido plush that's a bit bigger than that one and fluffier. God, I really want it, but I can't really justify spending that money right now. But someday I think I will get it. Someday. At least I want to. I've heard a lot about Freerin. But I don't have any subscription for any of the anime streaming services because I'm trying to save money wherever I can. So I'm kind of starving myself with entertainment right now that's not on YouTube for free. But I think if at some point in time I don't have to look at much on my spending as I do right now, I think I'll get one of those subscriptions and watch all the anime I've been missing out on. Like, I know Spy X Family is very popular right now, and I watched the cinema movie that was very cute. But yeah. I'm always careful with those kind of websites because I don't want anything to mess with the stuff on my computer. And I'm also, I don't know, maybe I'm just weird like that, but every time when there's like inappropriate ads on those type of sites, it just makes me very uncomfortable. So I usually avoid them because I don't want to see those ads. So, yeah. Every once in a while, I know I did it for Netflix. When the Sailor Moon movies came out, I waited until it was out, and I got it for 1 month, watched everything, binge watched everything I wanted to watch on there, and then canceled the subscription again so I wouldn't have to pay for more than a month. I did the same for Disney Plus once. When a bunch of Star Wars things came out, I got it for 1 month, watched it all, and then ended it again because I didn't want to pay for more than 1 month and didn't want to pay for more streaming at the same time. The one treat that I do allow myself is Spotify. I do have a Spotify subscription, but that's it. I had a YouTube Premium trial for like 2 months. I don't know how, but YouTube just offered and was like, you know what, sure, it's a free trial. And God, that was heaven. I watch so much YouTube, especially for ASMR, and that trial ended recently. And I've been so sad since. There's ads all over the place again, and I'm not used to it anymore. Just 2 months I was so spoiled, and now I'm like, oh God, there's ads everywhere. Help. But it's okay. I'll get used to the peasant life again. No, I don't blame anyone for doing some pirating. Like, as long as it's not for, at least that's how I personally see it, as long as it's not for like a small creator's work, I'm like, you know what, no one is gonna, really be affected by that. I don't support it when it's for like small creators, for like indie games or like small productions from people. But if it's big companies, it's like, yeah, they're not really gonna feel it. It's just my personal thing that I don't really feel comfortable with most of those sites. But I don't blame anyone for doing it. I'm like, you know what? Go ahead. It's fine. You're not gonna kill the company. No, absolutely. Today, everything is so expensive nowadays, and I don't think I can blame, I don't think it's right to blame people that just want some basic entertainment. And I understand it's a privilege, but I just think we have bigger problems than to go after people for trying to get some entertainment that might mean a lot to them for ways that maybe aren't entirely morally right. But I don't think that makes anyone a bad human, and I won't shame anyone for it. I won't blame anyone for it. Yeah, I was thinking about getting YouTube Premium again because after having that trial, it was so harsh to come back to reality for people without it. But I'm staying strong. I'm not spending on stuff like that. That's a luxury good at the moment for me. And I'm just telling myself, instead of spending it on that, I might spend it on my videos or equipment. So it's a better investment, I think, at the moment at least. But yeah, I have been taking some custom requests for ASMR. Unfortunately, a lot of the requests I get are not really safe for work, so they get denied, because I'm sorry, but I don't roll that way. No shame to people who do, but it's just not my thing. But I also did have a couple of people with nice requests that weren't crossing any boundaries. So I have done a few of those, and I'm gonna put the money I got from those towards getting a new light after the one the dog destroyed. So that's my next thing I'm gonna invest some money into. Yeah. Games are really expensive now. Yeah, I was like, I only had premium for 2 months, and I got so used to it that when it disappeared, I was just like, what? What is this? It's just, it feels strange. Oh, yeah, sure. You can always email me if you have any requests for customs. I don't do like a whole lot of them because I just don't have a lot of time and I don't want to neglect my channel for it. But whenever I do have some capacity and people ask me for it and it's things that I find reasonable and not, you know, smexual, then I like to do it. I'm happy if I can make people a bit more happy, and it's also a nice way for people to support me if they would like to. So yeah, I'm always open for that. For prices, it kind of depends. Usually it depends on how long. Like the commission I did earlier today was a 15-minute video. The 15-minute video was $30. For a 10-minute video, it would be $20. And then for a 5-minute video, it would be $10. Pretty much. That's how I usually do the math. But there have also been cases where like negotiated when it was very simple things, or like I asked people, hey, what is your budget? And I can see what I'm willing to do for that budget. And I also like to give people some, you know, some freebies when I can. Like every once in a while I'll throw in 1 or 2 extra minutes if it's like a role play scenario and I feel like it would be a weird ending. I just finish it up in like 1 or 2 bonus minutes. But yeah, that's usually how I do it. Sometimes I did have a few times where I asked for specific items be used for triggers. In that case, I'm like, hey, this is the listing I found on Amazon for this item. This is the item's price. Are you willing to pay for that as well? Because I will have to buy this item to fulfill your request. And then it will be the set amount for the video plus the amount of the item be, so I can order the item and then do the request. 10-minute video feeding up QB. Honestly, beating up QB ASMR, that's peak. I might do that for free at some point. I have the QB plushie still. It's just not in this country with me right now. It's still over in Germany. But when I have it back, I might just do that for free and post it, because it's a really funny idea. But yeah, that's how I do commissions. That's what I kind of have going there. I'm not, like I said, I'm not doing a whole lot. I'm not making bank on it or anything. Usually I'll have like 1 or 2 a month, and sometimes there's a month where I don't get any requests at all, or only requests that I deny due to the nature of the request. But yeah. Okay, I'll do it. You want beat up QB ASMR? I'll give you beat up QB ASMR. Just give me some time to work on it. But I'll put it on my list for things, and I'll make it happen for you guys, specifically for you. It's funny because there is a video somewhere of me and my friends cosplaying for Madoka Magica. We weren't a full group, but we had me as Mami, my friend as Sayaka, and another friend as Madoka, and one as Homura. We were standing in a circle. The QB plush was in the middle, and we just all started like pretending to kick it and stomp on it. I don't know where that video went, but we made it, and it might still be somewhere. But yeah. I'll might use that as inspiration to give you beating up QB ASMR. Very cute, very demure, very cozy. But also, how are we feeling about the new Madoka Magica movie? I am so hyped for it. Whenever that one comes out, I think I'll have to get a streaming service for just a month to watch it, because I love Madoka Magica. It's my favorite anime, and I need to finally see this movie. I'm a sucker for magical girls, but Madoka Magica, the queen of magical girl animes. I know, right? I think it's this November. I haven't played the new Madoka game, but I saw ads for it, and I've been thinking about playing it. But I need to finish Xenoblade X first. I'm still in the middle of it because I'm doing all the side quests and wasting probably a lot of time, but I'm trying to get my money's worth out of it, you know? But I did see the Madoka game, and I have my eye on it, so I might play that after I'm done with Xenoblade. But let me take a quick look at the time. We do have 1:30 a.m. right now. I think I'm gonna be here till 1:40, and then I think I'll have to call it a day because I do need to get some sleep tonight. So we have seven more minutes before I gotta head out. There is not enough hours in a day, no. I gotta work for like 8 to 10 of those hours, man, and then I also gotta sleep. Sleep is such a waste of time, but it's important, and we gotta do it, so. But I wish I had more time. There's so much stuff I would like to do. It's always, no man, there's not enough time in a day. Never is. I promise I'll get some sleep. Like I said, I'm gonna get off at 1:40. 40. Jesus, my English is failing me already. But yeah, 1:40, and then I'll go to bed. And I'm not sure when my next stream is gonna be. The next time I stream, I will announce it ahead of time, so you guys can prepare for it. But I'm not entirely sure yet when that's gonna be. I want to definitely do one stream a month from now on, since I've figured out for the most part how to get things running. I'm not entirely I don't know if I'm supposed to stream horizontally or if I should do it vertically instead, because I know most ASMR artists I've seen that seem to do it vertically, but I don't really know if there's a difference or not, and I only could get it to work horizontally, so that's what I did for today. But I'll try to do some more research. Yeah, absolutely. I'll absolutely make a community post at least a day, maybe even a week ahead of time, so I can give you guys enough notice. And then maybe I'll think of something to do. We can also just chat a little bit, and maybe just do some triggers as we just chat about what's going on, and just see where things go, and just kind of catch up. And also keep you guys up to date with how things are going on the channel. I've been really wanting to be able to connect some more with you guys. I'm always very happy when I see comments. I always try to answer all the comments as soon as I see them, when I'm able to and not at work and stuff like that. But yeah, I really appreciate you guys always being there. I see your comments. I recognize you every time I see your comments. And it always warms my heart to see that you're back. So I'm very happy to see you guys during streams as well, and actually talk to you more. Alright, we do have 4 more minutes before I need to go. Okay. I'm trying to make sure I stick to my own word. And then for you guys, I know some of you the day just started. The others might be ready for bed too, so I hope you'll have a good day or night or whatever time of day it is for you. Absolutely, Scaramouche. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you for being here and chatting with me. I'll see you soon. Aw, I like that too. Yeah, peers, I get that. It's just so nice to see that people are still approachable. And sometimes people are being a bit weird in some people's comments, because I always like to watch, or well, not watch, but look at comments on their videos that I watch, just to see what people are saying and if the creator says anything or gives any extra context to things. And some people are really weird when it comes to commenting on someone's stuff, but every time you read all those sweet people who just genuinely care about the videos and want to interact, it's just like, how could you not answer and chat a little bit? Like, I don't know. When you see someone say something very nice, it's like, I can't just ignore that. I have to say something. But yeah, I also had a few odd comments every once in a while that there were two, I think, that I ever actually removed. One of them was just a bunch of knife emojis and I guess skull emojis. I'm like, how? Either it was a troll, I think, or it was a bot of some sort. I don't know. It was very weird. I just deleted it because it was like, yeah, we don't need that kind of energy here. This is all wholesome here. And another one was like making very weird requests and comments, and was like, yeah, no, you're trying to fetishize this, and that's not how we roll here. We don't do that. So I deleted that one too. But other than that, I don't really do any deleting. If there's something that's a bit rude, I'll just read up and like, all right, I guess they don't like me. That's fine. And I'll just leave their comment alone. But I definitely always am very happy about the nice and engaging comments I see, and I'm always very happy to respond to them. Yeah, it comes with the social media stuff, and that's alright. I've been posting cosplays for 8 years now, so I'm used to people leaving weird comments every once in a while under my cosplay posts too, so I'm not too fazed by it. But I do sometimes wonder what kind of person it must be to comment weird stuff under other people's posts or feel the need to tell someone stuff that's so just unkind. It's like, I don't know. I personally, when I don't like a creator, I just don't really want to take the time out of my day to comment on them. But I think some people might need it for the ego or something. That's fine. They can do it. I can't do anything to stop them anyways. So I just leave them. Alright. Looks like it's about time. So thank you very much for being here. Thank you, Pierce. Thank you everyone else who's been here or might still be here. I really appreciate chatting with you tonight. It's time for me to go to bed, and if it's also 1:40 a.m. for you guys, it's time for you to go to bed as well. So get yourself a nice ASMR video going and go to sleep. I will do that too. And for the rest of you who have daytime right now, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I appreciate all of you sweeties, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.